Hi Libra, welcome to my channel. This is Yetta Pearl. I'm so glad that you have joined me for this lovely reading. So you'll see from my background here that I'm in our camper and we are out camping. And so I just bring the cards with me wherever we go. And I love that they're so portable and I can do this anywhere. Yeah, because I just love doing these things. So it really helps that I can just take it along with me and do this everywhere. So this is your angel reading for the week of July 5th through 11th, 2021. So hang on one second. There we go. And so this is a general reading. And so as such, just take the parts that resonate, leave the rest. They're just for somebody else. No big deal. If some parts do resonate, then I would really appreciate if you hit the like button, or if you subscribe or leave me a comment, something like that, because that just shows me that you know that we're resonating the same, that the messages are on point for you, and that makes me feel really good. So thank you. Okay, so one more card here, Guardian Angels, to see what to tell our beautiful Libra today. Libra. One more. So far, this is a really nice looking energy for your week. Okay, come on, angels. One more. There we go. Oh, there we go. Okay. So this whole reading, okay, number one, basic, they just want me to kind of hurry and tell you this. You are supremely protected. Always. Every minute of every day, whether you have specifically asked for that protection or not. Archangel Michael is here at your service. So you can ask Archangel Michael to be with you permanently. And then it's done. So Archangel Michael is the protector angel. And so he has his big sword. Here you can see the sword in the picture. And he has his sword, and that's what he does. He protects us. And so when he's on duty, which he always is, then you can be fully assured that nothing can truly harm you, you know? So you can still make unwise decisions. Isn't that too bad, right? But you know, we are human. We all have free will. So you still have the power to override what he's telling you. But it can, you can always get out of it. That's the thing. When Michael is on duty with you, as he always is, especially when you've asked, then there's nothing that can truly cause harm to you, right? So just knowing that you are supremely protected all the time. And it definitely helps to renew that, like regularly and often. So every day, talk to Archangel Michael and say, I really appreciate that all the protection that you provide for me, and make it so that I cannot be harmed. And so in a large way, having Archangel Michael there is the answer to your prayer, right? And so many people don't actively pray as such, or at least we don't think of it that way. But when you're talking to your guardian angels, when you're talking to, yourself and saying, what would be the best way to decide this thing and whatever else, when you're getting intuitive messages, that is your guidance. So it is answer to prayer. Right? The message is coming, the guidance that comes, that is the answers to your prayers. And so the answers, the questions you've been asking, the answers are there, and they're ready to come to you as soon as you look for them, acknowledge them, receive them, right? So some of you, I'm feeling and getting the message that some of you are thinking that, I've been asking and I'm not getting an answer. There's nothing coming. You have to kind of get out of question mode. When you sit there and you go, but how do I do this? And how do I do this? And how do I do the other thing? And how do I right? You feel how that energy is. It's very, questioning all the time. If you then Now feel this. When you sit back and you go, okay, so I'm just waiting for the answer, and I'm calm about that, and I'm confident that the answer is coming. That energy feels very different, doesn't it? The vibration is completely different from the question mode. And what's the answer to the question? And I'm concerned about this, so therefore I'm asking the question. Now I'm no longer concerned because the question has gone. It's out there. The answer is being compiled. So now all we have to do is wait for it to arrive at the doorstep, right? And so your answers to your prayers are there. You have to tune in to see what they are. So sometimes it helps a lot to do some form of meditation so that you can receive those answers, so that really so that you become clear on what your questions are, right? So spending time quietly, just talking to yourself, knowing yourself, listening and feeling for your answers, that is going to be a key for you. If you always stay kind of busy and the world, always engaged with somebody or something going on around you, and you never stop to get quiet and be meditative and listen and just be introspective, well, it's much harder to get your answers if you don't get into that state of being, right? So just to be calmer and just to understand that the answers are there, it's very reassuring. It's like you're never alone. You never have to do anything alone. You always have assistance to make decisions and to find solutions. And that is truth. That's exactly how it is. Okay, so part of this too, invocation. So this means something different to almost everyone that I talk to. For some of you, you are very accustomed to doing a bit of ceremony with when you're looking for answers, or when you're asking questions, or when you are trying to make decisions and things like that. Others of you don't have any idea what this is. It can be as simple as sitting down and deliberately focusing on what it is you want to figure out, and take the time to do that and have no distractions while you're doing it. It can be as big as gathering all your crystals, maybe scrying water, maybe you have your candles or you have your other tools. I use my selenite to clear the energy. You maybe have a special spot in your home or your yard or somewhere that you gather to do this, or that you bring all your tools to do this. Maybe you have your special cushion, so there's all the gamuts in between there, right? Whatever it is that works really well for you to bring your focus so that you can truly be connected to your divine guidance, that's what you need to do. So it could be almost nothing for ceremony, or it could be really big and really huge. Either way, it needs to be deliberate, right? Okay. And so bring your innocence too. Like when you're looking for protection, you're looking for answers, and you're trying to figure things out, bring your innocence. So we all have, as we grow up, we get some cynicism, and we get some, we've had hurts, we've been betrayed, and those things all kind of tarnish us a little bit. When you can return to some of the innocence of your childhood, and you can feel more pure about the world around you, that promotes that pureness in the world around you. Because whatever you are, whatever you're feeling, you are beaming that out. And so when you are in fear, that's what you're beaming out. When you are fully confident, that is what you're beaming out. When you're feeling childlike, not childish, childlike in your view of the world, and in seeing things as innocent and allowing them to be pure and new, then that's what you're beaming out, and that's what then becomes more prominent in the world around you. That's what you're attracting to you, right? So as an example, just yesterday I saw a post on Facebook. Somebody had a picture and they said, what does this remind you of? And it was a picture of some equipment that was set up in a way, and there was a cable with a hook over it and over top of a platform. And so somebody said, well, I suppose it looks like a gallows. Somebody else, and this person who posted it was really taking offense because it looked like an instrument of execution, right? And several other people said, you know what, I've worked in the oil field for a lot of years. This is just ordinary, normal equipment. They use it for this, that, and the other thing. And so there is nothing deliberate about this. You can make it that if you truly want to do that. But honestly, this is a daily part of oil field life. And many of us wouldn't know that, having never worked in the oil field, right? But it was totally innocent. And so that person chose to make it less than innocent. If he had seen that and said, I'm sure there's a good explanation for what this is, instead of going, that's awful and we should never be seeing things like that, and oh my gosh, that's horrible people, and there was a truck there with a company name on it, so people were threatening the company, and what a mess. Do not be that person. Allow what you see to be innocent. Because certainly most of it is. Like, sure, there are people who are that kind of person and they are vindictive and they want to promote hate and things like that. But if you then take that hate and run with it and pay more attention to it and say, everybody, look at this awful hate. This is horrible. We need to shove away this hate. Well, that's what you're focusing on, and that's what you're creating more of then. You're spreading it. You're the hate spreader. Do not be the hate spreader, your angels are saying. So you can be the one to look at that picture and say, no, it is innocent. There is no harm intended with this, so please do not take any harm. It stops with you. You're the one to stop that stuff by removing your attention from it. Yes, and allowing yourself and the world around you to be innocent. Yeah, that's beautiful. And so when you take all these things, the protection of Michael, the answers to your prayers, the getting quiet within so that you can receive your messages, when you allow the innocence, when you use your ceremony, all these things, these are all very healing things, and this is what we need, right? And that creates this beautiful synergy. Wow, look what you've created. Look at that. You created that. That's amazing. Oh, that is lush, and it's growing, and it's nourishing, and it's green, and it's delicious. It's delicious. You created that. You have that power. This is so powerful. Your angels are showing you what you are capable of simply by your perspective and by what you choose to beam out around you. That's amazing. Okay, let's see. One more card here from the daily guidance cards. Yeah, and again, innocence. Yeah, that is the same message. So everyone is guiltless, right? So take everything as at face value and as innocent as possible. If there is underlying attempt at deception or things like that on the part of the other people, allow them that, but do not spread that. The more you spread it around, the more you take it within you, the more fear you have about it, the more it will build and grow and be created. The more you allow it to be innocent, the better the world will be. So this is all still your influence on the whole world. Okay. Amazing. Creating that synergy. Okay, so because I'm traveling, I did not bring my globe with me, but let's just practice right now. Gather up some energy and let's beam that love and that innocence over the whole world. Let's pretend we have a globe here. Pretend we have the entire earth between our hands, because we do. And what we beam out is what the world around us has to see as an example and as something for them to receive. You have the power to change the world. Okay. Wow, Libra, this is so powerful. It's bringing me to tears. Okay, well, I hope you have an amazing week, and I will talk to you next week. Bye.